Mia's third agility lesson. We're going to start out with the weaves while she's fresh. I'm keeping the channel at 12 inches apart, so it's fairly wide so she doesn't have to wiggle. I'm not going to narrow the channel until she can start going through off leash and go through at a very fast pace, preferably a sprint. So again, we're just going to go right, left, right, left, right, left. I'm going to hide the toy in the pocket because that distracted her. And I'll just help her through the weaves. Come on, let's weave. Good girl. Good. Nice job. Now I'm doing a lot of guiding come on, sweetie, by the leash because this is also a new location for her. Good girl. Good girl. Oh, and she's looking at the toy too, so that's distracting her. Good girl. So obviously I had that toy in the wrong pocket. Good job, huh? Good girl. Good. Out. Good. Okay, so I'll just hide this behind my back. Ready? Weave. Good girl. Whoopsie. Come on. Weave. Good. Good. Good girl. There you go. Nice. Nice. So she started out with me really needing to guide her by the leash. And then she realized I wasn't going to give her the toy until we're done. So then she started making more of an effort to stay in those weaves. Out. Good. Hang on. All right. Hide the toy in the other hand. Hold it behind my back. Nope. Weave. Good girl. This is her offside because she's an obedience and rally dog. So I'm putting a lot of effort into guiding her. Good girl. Good. There you go. And about the last 3 weaves, she did good where I didn't have to use much leash pressure. Good girl, huh? Yeah. Out. Out. Mia. Good. Okay, hide the toy. Gather up the leash. Come here, sweetie. Weave. Good girl. Good girl. Good girl. Yes. Now, I didn't need to use a lot of leash pressure, but you saw how she kept wanting to move into me, and that's to get her toy. She just has to realize she doesn't get her paycheck until the job is done, and she's just so new to this new game. It's going to take a little bit for her to figure that out. Good girl. Ready? Out. Good. Good. Ready? Weave. Good girl. Good weave. Good. Nice job. Yes, that was definitely the best on the right side. So I'm going to do one more each direction, honey bunch. And first we have to finish this repetition, right? Good girl. Out. Good. All right. Hide the toy. Weave. Good. Good. Good girl. Good. Yes, that was definitely the best one on the left side. She was doing a little bit of maneuvering through the poles on her own. I had to put just a tiny bit of pressure on her to remind her we're not doing the toy until we get to the end. Good girl. If you're using a treat, you do the same thing. Do not show them the treat till you get to the end. Otherwise, you distract them from their job, and it's going to take a lot longer for them to learn. Out. Good. Swap hands. Nope. Good girl. Here we go. Ready? Weave. See, obviously she is not paying attention at all on the right side. Good girl. There you go. Yes. And I was actually having to nudge her with my leg. I don't care at this point. It's fairly early in the game. If we have been doing this for, 8 to 10 lessons, then I would be concerned. But it's only our third, so it's no big deal. Good girl. Out. Out. Good. Okay, ready? One more time. Nope. Weave. Good. Oopsie. Weave. Good. There you go. And I had to do a little bit more guiding with her that time. She wanted to pop out. And again, she just needs to learn that she doesn't get her paycheck until the job is done. Mia's pretty reliable for both the A-frame and the tonneau. So now I'm going to incorporate a sequence. Now, again, this is a brand new location for her, so it may take more than one prompt to ask her to do the equipment, but that's okay. She'll figure it out. So I'm going to go both directions. With her on my left, I'll do A-frame tonneau. Then with her on my right, I'll do tonneau A-frame. Ready? Here. Climb it. Tonneau, 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 tonneau. Yes. Good girl. Here you go. Nice job. Good girl. Good girl. Ready? Out. Out. Tonneau, tonneau, tonneau. Whoops. Tonneau, tonneau. Tonneau. Climb it. Climb. Good. Nice. Nice job, girlfriend. Let's fix that tunnel. Good girl. Yeah. Climb it. Tunnel. Go tunnel. Go tunnel. Yes. Good girly. So I just had to let her know she does not get her toy until she finishes the job I asked it. I needed her to do the tunnel. Good girly. Out. Out. Good. Ready? Ready? Obviously, she loves her toy. Tunnel. Tunnel. Climb it. Climb. Good. Yes. Good. Now that time she jumped from the A-frame, and that was because I was behind her and paused, because from her posture, I didn't know if she was going to go up the A-frame to begin with. So I hesitated, and that caused her to pause, and then she jumped off from where she paused. So that was 110% my fault. That would also happen when you're in a trial. Wherever you communicate to your dog to pause, whether that communication is your body decelling or your verbal cue to your dog, they're going to hesitate. And if you didn't follow through, then they're going to jump from where they hesitate. Ready? Out. Good. Ready? Climb it. Tunnel. Go tunnel. There, that was much better. Much better. Good girly. Good girly. Good girl. Okay, ready? One more time. Out. Tunnel. Climb it. Climb. Whoops. I was too far ahead. She's too new to this game. So we'll try that again. Ready? Tunnel. Climb it. Climb. There you go. Nice. And then she definitely stepped in the middle of the yellow that time, so that was very good. In our last lesson, I introduced Mia to the dog walk, and she had plenty of confidence and speed on it. However, she had some bad habits. She was jumping off the side. And so I want to fix those bad habits before I ask her to do the teeter. If your dog did the dog walk appropriately, then it would be all right to go ahead and introduce the teeter, the lesson after the dog walk, unless you're doing back-to-back days. Give them 3-4 days to process the dog walk, that it doesn't move, before you ever put them on the teeter. So the order of the contact obstacles that I do: first, I introduce the A-frame, make sure that's solid. I do not introduce any other contact obstacle in the same lesson. She had plenty of confidence. She did it correctly. So the next lesson, we introduce the dog walk. When I introduced the A-frame first, I did it because it's wider, and so it gives them more confidence. It's a shorter obstacle, so they can figure out how to do it fairly quickly. And then when I get them on the dog walk, the next lesson, if it's 3-4 days apart, if you're training back to back, then just continue with the previous lesson for 3 or 4 days if you're doing back to back days before you introduce the next obstacle. So the dog walk I do next because it's narrow, and so is the teeter, but the dog walk doesn't move. And so again, that's going to give them confidence. And so I want to make sure that they have good performance on the dog walk before I introduce the teeter. So we're not going to do the teeter today. Instead, I'm going to do some groundwork. So I'll put the cones, my large cones, on the end of the dog walk so she knows she doesn't get off unless she goes through it. But first I have to teach her how to perform those cones. So we're going to do shape training. Out. Good. So shape training is when the dog initiates the performance, and then you take that behavior they initiated and you shape it into what they want. I want her to be able to run around the cone. Now, I have no idea if she already understands this. I'm guessing she does because she has a rally championship and she went to a cone, but I don't know how she performed that cone. Did she just go up to it and sit, or did she run around it? So we're even, no matter if she already knows the behavior, I'm going to back up in my expectations and teach her to process and reason through it with shape training. So I'm going to hold the toy behind my back so she doesn't see it. I'm going to concentrate on the cone. And as soon as she quits staring at me, I'll lure her around the cone. And I can see her through my peripheral. Yes. So she moved towards the cone. I'm going to ask her to go around clockwise. Good girly. And then I'll reward her. Nice job. Good. Out. Good. And then we'll do it again. I'm looking at the cone. And she's staring at me. I need her to quit staring, or I need her to move towards the cone. Yes. So she looked away from me. Good girl. And then I helped her go around the cone. Do it again. I'm looking at the cone instead of her. Yes, she moved to the cone. So I wrapped around the cone, although she got the toy before I had a chance to wrap her all the way around. Come here. Out. Out. Head back to the cone. Yes. Nice. And I don't know if you noticed, but she actually tried to go around on her own. Good girl. From the wrong angle, but that's okay. Out. Out. And this cone, yes, is off my right hip. And she made an effort to look away from me and look towards the cone. So that tells me she's getting the idea. So the cone is off my right hip, and that's going to help me lure her around. Yes, good job. There it is. Look, look, look. Atta girl. Okay, so she doesn't fully understand it yet. You saw that it was kind of hard for her, but I would continue with this lesson until she got it. And it's probably not going to be maybe 3 to 5 minutes. So let's just try for 3 to 5 minutes. See how we do, okay? Out. Out. Yes, good job. So you see, she went around on her own. So I'm going to give her a verbal cue since she seems to figure it out. Out. Good. Ready? Let's go cones. Yes. Nice. Good girl. Good. Good. Out. Out. Cones. Yes. Okay, she obviously knows that. Now I'm going to add a second cone. Okay, now what I want is for her to go between the cones, and which direction she turns is going to be determined by what side of those cones I'm on, and I'm going to alternate signs so she gets used to both of them. Come here, Mia. Good girl. Ready? Out. Out. So I'll start on the left side, which is probably what she already knows because of her obedience and rally. Cones. Yes, there you go. And now I'm going to go on the other side. Ready? Out. Out. Cone. Whoops, you missed. Cone. So obviously she thinks it's only one way. Yes, good girl. So she just needs to learn. She goes through the center and comes back to me. Good. Out. Out. Cone. Yes. Ready? Out. Cone. Cone. Yes. Whoops. Cone. There you go. Good girl. Good girl. Ready? Out. Come here. Cone. Yes. Ready? Out. Out. Cone. Nope. You have to stay on this side. Cone. Yes. We'll just do a couple more. She's just so used to obedience and rally on the left side. Out. Out. Cone. Cone. Yes. Good girl. Ready? Out. Cone. No, Mia. No. Cone. Yes. So that's obviously what I have to do is use that right hand to pull my shoulder back to tell her where she needs to go. Ready? Out. Right here. Come back here. Cone. Yes. Good girly. All right, so I'll swap hands with the toy. Out. Out. Nope, right here. Wait. Come here. Wait. Cone. Yes, there you go. Good job. Okay, for this lesson, I'm going to continue to hang on to her collar like I did the previous lesson just because she wanted to jump off the end. And then I'm going to help her wrap the cones at the end and she'll get her reward. So I'm going to have to hold the toy behind my back so I don't distract her. Come here. Stop. Walk. Cone. Yeah, girl. Come on. Now she slipped on some loose ground and she'll just have to figure out how to shorten her stride and collect so she doesn't get hurt. Ready? Walk it. No. Cone. There you go. Nice. Good girly. She definitely wanted to jump off the side and I had to push her back with my upper leg. And she just needs to learn she has to go through the cones. Come here. Walk it. Good. Cone. Nice job. Good girl. That was very pretty. Very pretty. Walk it. Stay on. Go cone. So she's leaning on me. Yes. There you go. Good. So I don't know what that was about. That's the first time she tried leaning and pushing towards me. Walk it. Come on, honey. Cone. Nice. And one more time, okay? Good girl. Walk it. Good. Good. She wants to push again. Cone. There you go. Nice. Once she got on the down ramp, she knew to go to the cones. For some reason on top, she's pushing and leaning on me. So that means I'm not going to do the teeter until we have a nice, solid, confident performance on the dog walk. Our introductory lesson, Mia was pretty solid on the table and she's been pretty good on the jumps. So now we're going to sequence both the table and the jumps. So we'll go ahead and start with the table. Table. Down. 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 Uh-oh. Table. Down. Good girl. So I'll do just the table a couple times. Since it's a new location, what she learned obviously didn't transfer here. Table. Down. Good job. One more time, okay? Table. Down. There you go. Okay, now we'll sequence. Ready? Table. Down. All the way. Down. 5. No. Table. Down. Stay. Down. 5 and 4 and 3 and 2 and 1 and go. Jump. Jump. Atta girl. That's my girly, right? Okay, and now we'll go back the other direction. Ready? Jump. Table. Down. Good. Nice job. Okay, no. Table. Come on. Down. Out. Stay. Stay. Jump. Good job. What a good girl. Jump. Mia. Jump. Table. Down. Good girl. Good girl. Again, we're having issues with her working off my right side. That's going to take a while. She's had 9 years of only working on the left side. So it's going to take a while to let her know the right side's okay. Table. Down. Down. Stay. Jump. Atta girl. Nice. Nice. Jump. Table. Down. Down. Good. Good. So once I was able to get ahead of her, it was a lot better. What is that, honey? Atta girl. Ready? Jump. Good job. Good girl. Okay, one more time, all right? Jump. Table. Down. You can be done. Good girly.